Sammy. Hey, Sammy. This is Tom L with Tom L Christian Channel, and Sammy, and Mommy, and Dada. And tonight's topic is how you know when God is with you, right, Ann?
Mm-hmm.
So after much twisting and turning and demon casting, she finally agreed to do a video with me. So it took a lot. It was a tough battle. And this little boy loves being the star of the show. Yes, you're on camera. Yes, you are. So, one thing that happened recently, Ann didn't actually see it, but she was there, was we were all playing outside. We were at Grandpa's house, one of the Grandpa's houses, and he was out on the porch. And there was there was a railing that was at Sam's head level, and nobody knew. You're in the center of the road here. Nobody knew that. There were 2 hornet's nests. So Sam grabs these 2 hornet's nests, and he's like, "Hey, look what I've got!" And it looked like one of the 1930s King Kong movies where all the biplanes are just surrounding King Kong. That's what kind of it looked like when Sam's holding these hornet's nests, and there's just these hornets like buzzing around him. It all happened in like a second, probably in real life, but it was like 10 seconds in my mind that I remember it. And Grandpa was right there, Grandpa Paul, and I'm like, "Paul, quick, grab him!" And he's like, "Oh, crap!" And so he picked him up, like he was dusting off his head, like giving him a noogie, and like all the hornets were just like falling out of him, like falling away from him, like they were in his hair and everything. And we just ran inside, and miraculously, even though he literally stirred the hornet's nest, like nobody got hurt, nobody got stung. I mean, if that's not an angelic protection moment of God, I don't know what is. This kid is highly favored and highly blessed not to have been stung even once, right, Sammy? That's right. You have no idea. You're just like, "Well, that was fun." So, my goodness. But he can take not 1 but 2 hornet's nests. Both were about, one was a little bit less than a golf ball size. One was definitely larger than a golf ball size. And these hornets were coming out after him, and everyone was okay. That's just amazing. That just shows you that we're in God's protection. God takes care of his children, doesn't he, Ann? Mm-hmm. I mean, Ann was inside at the time. Probably a good thing. Mm-hmm. Because why not have a pregnant lady get stung multiple times,
Yeah, totally.
Builds up your resistance and tolerance. That way the kid will be born venom-proof. There you go. Absolutely. That's what I'm talking about, yeah. No, but, so that's one instance. Another instance for sure was when I had that gasoline burn on my arm, how quickly it healed. And the fact that it wasn't like, I should have had my face burned off, but instead I just lost some hair. And it's kind of fun. It's kind of interesting that I decided to shave my beard that very night before. And it's a good thing I did, because who knows if it would have started my beard on fire. That would have been interesting. So praise God, I was definitely protected with that instance too, and I'm okay. And I still have these little burns on my arm, if you can see them. And it's like the whole arm, my whole arm from here all the way up to the shirt level, because it stopped burning at shirt level. Like that was burned, but only these 2 little dots remain, really. And so I'm really lucky. I'm really lucky, and that's just 2 specific instances. But we've been so well blessed by God. We know it, and there's so many instances where you know that it's God. Like Sammy, the little boy, like how you were rushed to hospital and everything was okay, even though he was born premature. Everything was fine. He was happy. You thought that he was just so well taken care of and so well blessed. And yeah, that's a light. Very good. This is little Sammy boy at 8:30. He's just a little bit past just a little bedtime, and he was suffering immensely. I thought he was actually being really cute. So I'm gonna turn on the fan so you can hear me. Hi. He's so sweet. Yep. This little boy is so well blessed, and he's so happy, and he's so easily forgiving. I learned a lot from him, honestly. Like, I think God sent me such a patient and forgiving child to teach me a few things, honestly. That's another thing I'm grateful for, and I know that's definitely God. When, I still have the same job since the economy went to crap in 2008. Yeah, that's a light. Yes, it is. That's a nice light, too. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I still had my job for 8 years now. I've made it through all these things. I have a wife now, and I have a wonderful child, and another wonderful child on the way. So I definitely know that God has been protecting and helping me. I definitely know He's in my life. Too many things have gone right to not be a child of God. Let's just put it that way, right, Sammy? And you don't have a single sting on you, you lucky little boy. Most people can't take a fistful of hornet's nest and be okay. Quite honestly, you see the little bumps on his face. That's leftover roseola. That's what he had. He had 5 days of roseola, and he broke out all over his body and speckled rash, and it's all over cutely on his cheeks right now. Yeah, but he feels 100% better. Praise God. Yep. Yep. When my wisdom tooth, when it got reinfected again recently, and I prayed about it really hard, and it didn't become super infected again. That was definitely God. Praise God. Like, there's many things you should praise God about. Like when you seriously give your heart to Jesus in a loving and kind way, and you show love to others, and you start to seriously change, and you feel the love of God in your life, the serious love of God in your life. I mean, that's what it's all about. And if you don't have that yet, then say the sinner's prayer. Like, seriously get right with God. Think about it. That's the first step. Seriously give your life to Jesus, not just say that you're a Christian and not act like it. I mean, like, seriously give your time and energy to God. He's so sweet. This kid is so wonderful and kind of charming. You're a character. Yes, you are. He managed to get himself. Looks like he got himself with his own hand. Looks like he clawed himself out of frustration or something. I don't know what that is. You got a Frankenstein scar. Yes, you do. Someone opened up your brain and operated on it. Yeah. So it looks like he just got himself. He just went, with his thumb or something. He does that sometimes. He gets mystery injuries, and we're like, where'd that come from? But you're okay. It's way better than getting hornet stings, that's for sure. Yeah, you cute little crazy child grabbing fistful of hornets. Sweetheart. Alright, buddy.